Hello everyone. We are continuing our quantitative aptitude. The next topic is time, speed and distance. First question. An aeroplane covers a certain distance at a speed of 240 km in 5 hours. To cover the same distance in 1 2 by 3 hours, what speed it must travel? So we know, first of all, speed is nothing but distance traveled by time taken. Shortly, we will write it as S is equal to D divided by T. Here they say a speed of 240 kilometers in 5 hours, which means your S is 240. So let us say given 240 is equal to distance we don't know, but time is known to be 5. So that means our distance will be 240 multiplied by 5. That will work out to 1200 kilometer. Now, to cover the same distance, means to cover this 1200 in 1 2 by 3 hours, what speed it must travel? So again, speed is equal to distance traveled is known now, 1200. Time taken is given in the question as 1 2 by 3 hours. 1 2 by 3 can be written as 1 into 3 plus 2 by 3, which is 3 plus 2, 5 by 3. So this can be rewritten as 1200 by 5 by 3, which is nothing but 1200 into 3 by 5. So this goes with this 240 times. So we'll get 720 kilometer per hour. That is the required speed if it has to cover the same distance in 1 2 by 3 hours. Let us move on to the next question. If a person's walking speed was 14 kilometer per hour instead of 10 kilometer per hour, which means normal speed is 10 kilometer per hour, and then increased speed is 14 kilometer per hour for that particular person. If he increases his speed, he would have walked 20 kilometer more. Find the actual distance traveled by him. So let us say, let the distance covered by the person, if the speed is 10 kilometer per hour, we are going to assume that as X. Then they say, then the distance covered by the person, if the speed is 14 kilometer per hour, will be X plus 20. He can cover extra. This is X kilometer. This is X plus 20 kilometer. Now we have speed is equal to distance traveled divided by time taken. Or we can rewrite time as D divided by S. This we are having. Now, time taken. If speed is 10 kilometer per hour, will be time taken. If the speed is 10 kilometer per hour means the distance we assumed it as X divided by what is that? Speed is 10. Or let me write simply time taken. Time taken, this is based on x by 10. And again, time taken based on the second one, we have x plus 20 divided by 14. So this is also t, this is also t. So let us equate these two. T means it implies that x by 10 is equal to x plus 20 divided by 14. Cross multiplying, we will have 14x is equal to 10x plus 200, or 14x minus 10x equal to 200, which means 4x equal to 200. That means x is equal to 200 by 4, which is 50. It is kilometer, 50 kilometer. That will be the result. Let us move on to the next question. A man complete a journey in 10 hours. He travels the first half of the journey at 21 kilometer per hour and second half at 24 kilometer per hour. Find the total journey in kilometer. So first let us find out the average speed of that particular man. Since the speed is in the form of a ratio, the unit of measure is in the form of a ratio, that is kilometer per hour. For calculating average, we will be using harmonic mean. So that will be, since there are two values, we'll say 2 divided by first value's inverse, which is 1 by 21, second value's inverse, which is 1 by 24. So that we will get 2 divided by, this will be 21 into 24. So here we will have 24, here we will have 21. So our average speed will be 2 divided by 24 into 21. 24 plus 21 is 45. And here, this will go to the numerator, 21 into 24. So let us calculate this. We will get 2 into 21 into 24 divided by 45. We get 22.4 kilometer per hour. That will be the average speed of that particular person. Now, find the total journey in kilometer. So time is known. Find the total journey in kilometer means we need to find out distance. We know speed is distance traveled by time taken, which means distance will be speed multiplied by time. Speed, we will have to consider the average speed, which is 22.4, multiplied by time taken, it is 10 hours. So it is the distance traveled by him is 224 kilometer. That will be the solution for this particular question. Let us move on to the next. For covering 30 kilometer, Ajay takes 2 hours more than Vijay. If Ajay doubles his speed, then he would take 1 hour less than Vijay. Find the normal speed of Ajay. So let us consider, let the normal speed of Ajay equal to x kilometer per hour. Then his increased speed will be 2 times x, doubles his speed. So 2 times x kilometer per hour. Now we have time is equal to distance divided by speed. We have this. Now let us see how much is the gain. See, normally Ajay takes 2 hours more than Vijay, but if he doubles the speed, he would take 1 hour less than Vijay, which means that he would have saved or gained 3 hours overall. So I will say gain in time is equal to the time taken in the normal speed minus the time taken in the increased speed. Means 30 is the distance traveled divided by the normal speed is x minus 30 is the distance traveled, increased speed is 2x. So in this 2, 30 by x is common. So 1 minus of 1 by 2. So gain in time, we know it is 3 hours totally. So 3 can be equated to 30 by x, and this 1 minus half is half only. So that means our x will be 30 by 3 into 2, which means it is 30 by 6 or 5 kilometer per hour. That is Ajay's normal speed. So let us proceed with the next question. It takes 8 hours for a 600-kilometer journey if 120 kilometer is done by train and the rest by car. It takes 20 minutes more if 200 kilometers done by train and the rest by car. Find the ratio of the speed of the train to that of the car. So first of all, let x equal to speed of the train. Let y equal to speed of the car. Okay. Now they say we have speed equal to distance traveled by time taken, or we can say t is equal to distance divided by speed. We put this. Now it takes 8 hours, means time taken is 8 hours. If they travel a 600-kilometer journey, if 120 kilometers done, that is distance is 120 kilometer, that is done by the train, which means the speed is x plus the balance 600 minus 120, which will become 480, and the speed of the car is y. So this is one equation. I think we can 8 ones are 8. Yeah, we can divide both sides by 8 to get 1 is equal to 120 by 8. So 8 ones are 8, 8 fives are. So 15 by x plus 860 by y. Let us call this as equation 1. Similarly, it takes 20 minutes more, which means 8 hours plus 20 minutes. We'll have to convert it into hours. 20 by 60 is equal to 200 kilometers done by the train, which means 200 by x plus balance, that is 600 kilometer balance means 400 by y. Now this 8 plus 20 by 60 is nothing but 2 by 6. 2 by 6 is 1 by 3 is equal to 200 by x plus 400 by y. Further, in the left-hand side, we will consider 3 as the LCM. 8 into 3, 24, plus 1 equal to 200 by x plus 400 by y. Now, both sides we can divide both sides by 25. So if you do that, here we will have 1 by 3, because 25 by 25, it gets cancelled. So you get ultimately 1 by 3. And here it is, if it is 100, it is 4. Since it is 200, it should be 8 by x plus this should be double, means 4 into 4, 16 by y. Let us consider this as equation 2. Is there any possibility of further simplifying it? I think we need to multiply this by 8, this by 15. There is no other option. So first equation, let us multiply it by 8. What do we get? We get 8 equal to 15 into 8. We get 120 by x plus 60 into 8, it is 480 by y. Consider that as equation 3. Second equation, let us multiply it by 15. We'll get 15 by 3, which is 5, equal to 15 into 8, it is 120 by x, plus 15 into 16. We get 240 by y. Call this as equation 4. Now, we can subtract third minus fourth equation. Here you get 3. 120 by x, 120 by x gets cancelled. 480 minus 240 is 240 by y, which means our y is 240 by 3, so it is 80. Now that we got value of y, let us substitute it and find out what is value of x. So second equation, you will substitute 1 by 3 is equal to 8 by x plus 16 by 80. 16 by 80 is 1 by 5, which means 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5 is 8 by x. Left hand side, 15 is the LCM, 5 minus 3, we get 2 by, that means, right here, so we will do that here, which means by cross multiplication, x will be 8 into 15 by 2. This goes with this 4 times, you get 60. Therefore, what is that question? We need to find out the ratio of the speed of the train and car. So we get x by y, which is 60 by 80. And that is 6 by 8. 6 by 8, 2 3s are, 2 4s are. So that means x is to y is 3 is to 4. So that is the solution for this question.